Welcome once again to Love Them Knives channel. Yes, indeed. And this is my final shot. My final shot on 9TiEDC slash TacRay. Because I've done a couple videos of this brand recently because they sent me some knives and I hadn't really been doing much with them, but I had been in contact with one of their reps during SHOT Show 2024, and now we're halfway through the year, and I hadn't really followed up, and so this is what I'm doing. Plus, I mean, I kind of have a long history with 9TiEDC. And I was looking back on my DM messages, direct messages on my Instagram account, and I know I've gone back to maybe 2017, 2018 with these guys. So they have, I mean, they've got an AliExpress store too. And here's an old model. This was probably, well, 167 weeks ago. So this was several years back where they had the Djinn. It was an Integral, an M390, and this inlay. I remember this. I don't think I have this knife anymore. But they have an AliExpress store, and so I was on there and I was getting a couple of things from them. And so there's that. But also, this is a fairly new one. You can get this on Amazon. I'm going to show you some other things as well. But I'm going to go down memory lane because this knife I've had from 9TiEDC for a long time. And remember when I was doing all the knife sales on my YouTube channel? And I'd do a monthly knife sale, and I'd lay all the knives out on tables. And then I'd put a little strip of paper under each one to say what it was and what the price was. And all those paper strips, I mean, I had this kind of nylon cutting board. I'd put those pages on there, I would print out, and now whoosh, whoosh, cut the strips. And this is the knife. And I just found this in a box. Wow. I need to search through some more things, but this is the Tirek, and I think I did a video on this. But this is a nice little cutter. I mean, titanium, and these are easily replaceable razor blades. And this one has probably served a long time. It's probably... well, it's still pretty sharp, but I mean, it's still got stuff on it. But I used to use this to, whoosh, 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 cut all the tabs on this. Wow, I cut a lot of paper with this little dog. Wow. And so I've had this for a long time, and then I felt, this kind of, something's in here, and I looked around, whoosh, look around the front, buddy, look around the front. Here's some more blades, or another blade at least. And this may be one that hopefully this is a new one. And then, the thing is, you can sharpen these too. And I remember back, because I think they were making some that would fit this knife that were an M390, but these are not. These are not. These are like 9CR18 or something like that. But, so this kind of gives you a little idea of the fact that, yeah, I've been down the road with 9TiEDC. And, it's always these budget type bangers that get the use and or abuse of what I do around here. And just there's the plastic. So there's that, right? Wow. Can't believe it. That was in that box. Wow. That's cool. Okay, so this is a new one that's available on Amazon. I'm going to show you some others too. But $54.59. Now this is in 440C stainless steel, okay? And it's a premium, it's an PEI handle. So, and it's a liner lock. It's kind of interesting because it's It's so much like this one that came in recently, the RS71. I think this is the RS71. Yeah, okay. From RS Knife Works is the one that did the design on this for Civivi. So RS Knife Works, and when I saw this, I thought of this, and this is, I mean, there's NOC Knives has something that looks like this as well, right? So interesting, and maybe 9TiEDC, TacRay, and some of the others, NOC, this knife that NOC also makes, it's fairly inexpensive. Maybe all related, concerns there. But I just thought this is interesting because look at these knives. And whoop, 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 come on, drop. There you go. You see how that lines up there, the whole thing. Pretty similar as well. And you know what? Let's take this tripod up a bit, because you know what? We're going to need the room regardless. We really are, because I'm going to bring some other knives in that I want to just refer to briefly. But this is a pretty good sized one. And let's grab my Spyderco. Yeah, okay, there's the PM2, but it looks like a Para 3 on this thing, practically the way that is. And now I'm looking for my tape measure. Here's my tape measure. Hey, this is like 9 1/4 overall, I believe. There's almost 4 1/4 inch blade and 9 1/4 overall. These might be just about the same length. And now this is a little shorter. This is 4, but 9 1/4. Okay, so a little shorter blade, but overall length is the same between these. Of course, this is RS Knife Works design or collaborative with Civivi, and this is a steel pocket clip, by the way, but and I can't remember if this is pretty close to $100, somewhere in there. Nitro V blade, etc. And then this being about half the price in 440C, and of course it's not sharp on this side, but it is sharp on this side, and it's a liner lock. It's centered. No blade play, lock, rock, any of that. Interesting. 9TiEDC, do all kinds of crazy stuff. And I showed you the one with the replaceable blades, not just this one, but there's another one in a box that has replaceable blades that I just did recently. And it comes with total of 4 blades, 2 tantos and 2 drop points. And they're easily replaceable. This one comes in this kind of box as well, as most of the others did that I got from them recently. At least I got them around SHOT Show and then up to maybe a month or so ago. So there's this one. That's a good size, isn't it? Ergos are great on it. No problem there. Weight, we don't know yet. But it's got an Ultim handle. I mean, they call it PEI. Some of them do. Because that's really, it's a poly, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. The PEI stands for the composition of them. 4.91, not bad, is it? Considering it's 9 1/4 overall length, and that's 139 grams. So not too shabby there. One thing I think that could have made a difference if you seen me do this, yeah, there's no jimping on here, and it's stone washed up here, so it's pretty slick. So you have to think about being pretty intentional, flipping it open. But the detent is not super strong. It's not like it's gonna just accidentally come out, but you can do that. And so, no, it's weaker than some. Let me see this R. Let me see this R. This is 71. Yeah, the stronger detent for sure. You know, you line these up, and this is double the price of this. And yes, and obviously, I think it may be even a little lighter too. Let's go 139 grams, 130 grams, so 129 grams. So it is actually lighter. I could feel that. I could feel that it was lighter. Yeah, 458 instead of 49 something. Yeah, I mean, and this is steel too. But okay, yeah, I mean, this is a better quality overall, or at least it, you know, it feels more comfortable that way. But this one, the fit and the finish is reasonably good. It's this is jimped, and you can tell, and this is not, and that is a little bit more difficult. The drop is nice, and the blade is centered, and there's no play, so there's that. And here's what she looks like, and you have an Ultim backspacer. And I guess this must be called the T01. They don't really call it anything on the actual paperwork. So, and let me see if they refer to it as the T01 on this. Yeah, I don't see anything there. And that's kind of the way it was on Amazon too. So, but check them out, 9TiEDC, and also TacRay knives on Amazon as well. And these will get to you pretty quick because they're in stock at Amazon. Another thing that I did get from them, and it is also on Amazon, is this. This is TacRay. This is contoured G10. This is 12C27 blade. This is a CM01 apparently. And I thought this was cool. My wife liked it. I mean, it's one of these small pink knives. And of course, this would be an easy carry, easy user as well. Fifth pocket carry maybe. And there she be, right? So let's get back here and grab, if I can, a little piece of paper. Okay. Let's get the big dog out. Okay. Oh, that slices just fine as well. Nice little drop. This one, not a bad drop for a little lightweight knife, that's for sure. I don't see that you can go left hand on this, but you can go right hand deep carry. And there's that, right? So let's talk about a couple of others that I have here. And a couple of them that I got from my friend Emily, who's out in California, and she has contact with CH Knives, with the guys at 9TiEDC, TacRay, that kind of thing. So here's some other knives that, and other gadgets you may or may not have seen. This is the large kitchen knife. And this is, they make a smaller one, but this is the big dog. The smaller one's still out for testing. It's actually in transit to coming back to me as part of test batch 6. And there's some other knives in test batch 6 that ought to be interesting. I just threw this VG10 smaller copy of this in just to round out 10 knives. No real other reason to do that. And this one, or its smaller brother, tested at 61.9 and 61.1. 0.8 is a pretty good stretch between the first tap and the second tap. So it was strange, but it still, regardless, is over 61 Rockwell on VG10. I think we're pretty good on that. That is pretty good. And so here we go. The other one that I did not long ago, of course, is that, which comes with extra blades. And this kind of as a axis lock type, and very easy to change this and pop it out, put it back in, screw that back on, and you're good. Okay, so there's that as well. And you can get these in titanium, and you can get these right there on Amazon. And then a couple I don't think I have pulled out and really talked about on my channel, and I don't know, I'm just gonna try and reacquaint myself with this one. And this is TacRay as well. What have we got here? Oh, okay, yeah. And then, so these, you can get these little scalpel blades on Amazon. Okay, it's probably a number 24 scalpel blade. And I don't think there's any more that are included. Oh, yeah, there are. There are. There's some extras. Oh, that's interesting. God, I hadn't even looked under here. Yikes. So, okay. Oh, it's a slip joint, though. It doesn't lock in place. This is interesting. So, and it's a carabiner type thing here. And then a bottle opener, screwdriver, a ruler. I don't know if that's a number 10, but they're number something. The oblong one, I don't know if that's just for a lanyard, possibly, or whatever. So that's what this is, and this is, I'm pretty sure this is titanium. Oh, yeah, it is, except, yeah, you got to do this. Get this out of here. Oh, yeah, okay, now, yeah. It was just reacting to the blade. Okay. So this is titanium here. Check that out. I'm sure it's super inexpensive, but that is, that's cool. Okay, so we got that. And then she handed me this as well, because she was there with Keto USA, which is, Keto is the manufacturing arm of Reich Knives. And so Ian from New York with his buddy were there for Reich Knives and stuff. Emily was at the booth hanging out, and so she handed me these couple of things. And so this one is a little tactical pen here. And right here, I guess you can run a little chain like this, and you can have it around your neck. Obviously, this could be of a tactical usage if you wanted it to be. And you know what? I've never looked in here. This is exploration time for me because I really hadn't gone through this. And here's the refill. Okay, made in Germany, huh? High class. And I don't know what the other refills are. Probably maybe Parker pens might have refills that fit this too. I don't know. So that's that. And this is titanium. And then, oh, they give you another spring. Okay. And does the paperwork say anything? No. So these are things that you can get on Amazon. And that's lightweight. That's nice. The chain could be useful for other things too. Maybe even carrying something like this or whatever. But this right around your neck. Okay. I wonder if it actually writes. This might be fun to try and just check out. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay. Okay. We good. We good. So, geez. 9TiEDC, yeah, you're going, hold on, these are not $500 knives. You're boring me. Well, if you're into the budget stuff and kind of interesting, different brands that are not just run-of-the-mill stuff, then this might be of interest to you. 9TiEDC. So these were also the newbies that I had from 9TiEDC, and these are, I know these are available on Amazon. Right there. Right there. So check them out. There's all kinds of goodies that they make. I really like this. I think this is a hell of a cutter right here. This is really nice, and you can click, okay, and click. And I thought there was one more further back. There it is. So, there's 3 different stops there. And I think I've had this one apart. I think I did a video on this. I'll put down whatever videos I've done on TacRay 9TiEDC down below, and you can check the other videos out. And with the extra blade, and these are thick enough that they're very sharpenable. These are not like razor blades you get in a big stack off of Amazon. So, and you might check the 9TiEDC AliExpress store. They may have some of these in M390 as well. And I kept thinking they had one of these that was anodized, but you could always do that too. You could send this off to whoever or anodize it yourself, however you want for that. So, oh my God, we've got lots of stuff here, okay? So we got that, this, and you can get this in titanium as well. We got the big kitchen dog, and this is a dog. Now that I've got done testing them and I've done a video on them, then they're gonna go to the kitchen and I'm gonna hand them to the wife and have her use them, and I'll use them in the kitchen and get back to you on it. But VG10 is very common for kitchen knives. It's, very popular steel to have. And of course, at a 61 to 62 Rockwell, and they're a button. And this one, being the big one, actually has a pocket clip on it. The smaller version doesn't. But I think they rethought it when they came out with this larger size and decided, to hell with it, we'll put a pocket clip on it. And they did. And so this would be definitely the talk of the pub if you pull this dog out while you're there. Because, woo, dog, it's big. It's big. Okay, take care. Chill out. We do love them knives. You guys, stay sharp.